Well, folks, the moment of truth for the Suicide Squad is upon us when it comes to the box office. Now, I talked a little bit about this in another video a little while ago when the long-range projections for the Suicide Squad came out. I think they were between 35 and like 60 million. From, what was it, Box Office Pro? I forget the name of the website, but those were out, and they're still out. And I think recently one of the trades said they estimate it'll do about 30 million domestic and 40 million overseas for a total of 70 million. I think Suicide Squad could do higher than that. I think it could reach the 40s, just as those long-range projections said that I mentioned before from Box Office Pro. It fell right in that window between like 35 and 60. 40 would be pretty much in the middle of that. I think that the Suicide Squad will get somewhere, in my own personal prediction, will be in the high 30s to low 40s. I think it's very possible that the Suicide Squad, theatrically, in the domestic box office, I'm not talking about worldwide, I'm talking about, North America, could like have a 4 on it. So my prediction is that it will be in the high 30s or early 40s. And I do not care at all if I'm wrong. Like, we're gonna find out really soon what this movie is actually gonna make, because you're gonna be reporting on it on Sunday. Now, the movie could wind up making 20 million, 30 million, and if I'm wrong, I don't care. I will own it, be perfectly fine. But I'm thinking it's gonna get into the high 30s, low 40s. Now, maybe that's too generous. I know, the Delta variant's running around, and a lot of people, are just squeamish about going to theaters anyway. They prefer to see the movies on streaming now, especially since that option is available. HBO Max is offering the Suicide Squad on its service at no additional cost at the same time as the movie. So I think a lot of people are going to be in their homes or apartments watching it, on the service they already have, or they're going to have a bunch of friends over and have some kind of like a group night or, date night, whatever, with both people just in the room watching the movie. But I do think that, if anything is going to drive people to come to the theaters, it's going to be a huge superhero movie, right? That's the kind of movie people are willing to risk going to the theaters for. Something that seems like a big spectacle, right? I mean, they did it for Godzilla vs. Kong. They did it, I don't remember what Mortal Kombat made. They did it for Mortal Kombat. They did it for Black Widow. Although Black Widow, even though that was on Disney Plus, that was at an extra cost, right? And I think a lot of people just didn't want to pay $30 for it. So I think that's part of the reason why Black Widow had such a high box office opening. Fast 9 wasn't even available on streaming at the same time for like about 45 days. That's why that one got so high, right? But that got into what, the 60s and the 70s, right? I think like Suicide Squad making 40 million, which is a lot lower than that, is reasonable, right? Especially since a lot of people might choose to see this on IMAX. It does lend itself well to an IMAX experience, especially since, this movie definitely does have a lot of, action and drama in it, and a lot of, I guess kills, epic kills, which a lot of people are probably going to want to see in big IMAX. I know that sounds weird for you to want to see people being killed in IMAX glory, but there are a lot of people who will want to see that, who will pay to see that. There's a giant kaiju starfish in it, right? What better way to watch a giant kaiju starfish on a giant screen? That's my prediction. High 30s, low 40s. It can go lower, maybe it could go even higher. But what do you think? How much money do you think the Suicide Squad will make in theaters? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.